Hello, and welcome to another edition of Mindful Monday. Today, I want to talk to you about how we tell ourselves stories and how our bodies also tell a story. Let me give you an example. Right now, we're gearing up for the summer. A lot of students are coming home. A lot of high schoolers are looking for jobs. I absolutely love this season because I love talking to our young students and our young adults about how they can show up and how we actually are in the interview before we're in the interview. And this is the same for all of us. Any of us that are in the working world or in the communities, we are telling others a story just by how we show up. It begins before it begins. So let me explain. When you are thinking about going to a job interview, you're preparing for the conversation, you're checking through different questions that may or may not be asked, you're getting ready for what your answers could possibly be. But did you know that when you walk in the door, it takes about 3 seconds for them to actually decide if you may or may not be a candidate that they want to further explore? Your face tells a story. So think about driving on the way to the interview. If someone cuts you off in traffic, how are you going to choose to respond to that situation? How are you going to react when you get to the place of employment that you're interviewing at? When you park in the parking lot, take a few deep breaths before you enter the door. And when you enter the door, show up with a smile. Your face is telling a story. Are you approachable? Are you good with others? Are you good at communication? Are you open, caring? Are you holding the door for those behind you? How you show up before the interview even starts makes a world of difference. And this is the same for all of us in the workplace. Think about that situation of getting cut off in traffic. If you show up to work or the next Zoom meeting and you're irritable and angry, your face is telling a story. And what others are seeing is they're not approachable. Maybe they're upset at me about my performance. Maybe something's going on. There's always a story being told. So this week, what I want you to really focus and really be intentional about is how you choose to show up. Give someone a little smile. Hold the door open for someone. Even if you're not interviewing, share this with someone who maybe is or looking for that next career move. How you show up before it begins makes all the difference. It really, truly does begin before it begins. So go out, have a fantastic week, and have fun.